Am I really unmuted? Did you remember correctly how to count down from 3 on the second try?
Eins, zwei, drei, drei, zwei, eins.
Ich, ni, san. That's 1, 2, 3, but san, ni, ich. Good evening and welcome to Carnage in D minor, a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle set in late 1980s Oxfordshire. And, already awake for the night is Ms. Hart, who doesn't have a cheesecake as the daughter of Cacophony Elena Carnage. Dave Breakathon, who also doesn't have a cheesecake as the kindred known as the Piper. Noscavian, who does have a fucking cheesecake as the kindred Richard. Dead Western, who doesn't have a cheesecake as the Nosferatu FX Leech. And you better believe that Fenice Starlight doesn't have a cheesecake as the daughter of Cacophony Octavia.
Yeah, but I have a carrot cake.
I don't want to play this game anymore. The coterie is standing on the street next to the Guild Hall, silver frame under hand. Despite the amount of time you all feel has passed, it is still quite early in the night. You aren't waiting for long in the warm spring night next to the ancient stone building, when a vaguely familiar black and chrome-lined car drives off the main road, stopping next to you as the driver swiftly exits the vehicle, hurrying to the side and opening the rear passenger door, dropping his head respectfully as he says, "Miss Elena, Miss Octavia, Mistress Pandora awaits you and your coterie."
I'll go ahead and slide on in.
Same.
Everyone going in?
Wonder what would happen if I just wandered off for no reason.
Be a lunatic just wandering off in the night.
Not gonna do that to you. I'll stick with the group, but like I'm sorely tempted.
You've got plenty of chance this week. I forgot to say this might be a shorter episode. It might not. It depends on what Dave's planning now.
You think I'm planning?
That's how. That is how the words like pre-motivated. Oh, premeditated. Ah, fuck it. The coterie. Oh.
Premeditated arson?
Let's start this again. You step inside the luxurious vehicle that has ample space for each of you to be comfortable. The leather seats creak as you each buckle your seatbelt while the driver, separated by a privacy screen, takes his place and sets the car off on its journey to meet with Pandora. As you all have some time together, is there anything you'd like to talk about on your drive? Not necessarily. Thank you, Mascavian.
I assume FX is in the car with us. Is Ambrosia in the car with us?
No, she got called away on sudden, inexplicable Tremere business.
Yeah, she had to go to the chantry and we wouldn't let her take FX. Okay, so we have the body of FX. I'm gonna like poking at him, slapping his face, trying to wake him up, even though I know it's not gonna work.
I know what he needs.
Which is?
Don't say it like that.
Oh my god.
Never fear, Richard is here. And Richard will go up and just kind of cut open his wrist and pour some.
I am going to slap the, like, fucking Richard's wrist and be like, put that away!
What? What? Don't you want to...
Put that away!
He needs Vitae.
We'll deal with this later. He's safe for now. If I was in this situation and somebody forced me to bond with them, I would be enraged once I woken up.
But,
so let's talk about this and like...
FX and I are bros. We are friends. Wait, how about this? How about we take a cup, we all put a little bit of blood in it, and then we feed it to him. Then we don't know who's bonded.
Is Pandora in the car with us? Oh, thank God.
Richard, put that away. We'll talk about it once we dealt with this, okay?
Okay, Richard will pat FX on the head. Sorry, bro, you're gonna have to stay dead for now. Not all your friends want you to be alive.
That movie
I
came out when
I
made this
mimic a
reference.
sigh with no breath, but I sigh nonetheless.
Damn. Weekend at Bernie's didn't come out till 1989.
Damn.
Yeah, but you might have come up with the concept.
We
You wrote
inspired
it.
it. We can FX.
This is what makes us come up with the concept.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you say you're patting FX on the head there, Richard. I mean, how close are you risking it?
To what?
You know what I'm talking
stare
about.
his face.
I'm just patting him on the head.
You don't want to be the sneaky little, like, oh no, I tripped and my hand fell in his
I'm
mouth.
like piercing him with my eyeballs.
As much as I want to, I'm being watched.
Okay.
Which, by the way, who's driving?
The
The
driver.
driver.
Pandora's driver.
The driver.
I can't. You mean I can't suggest Octavia take the reins of this coach?
I don't even know how to drive.
Very few of us do.
And yet y'all put me behind the wheel anyway.
I literally saw my first actual like modern car like what, a week ago? Like
Yeah.
Hey, Octavia, do the stars in the modern nights look different than in your time?
the stars?
Yeah.
Head against window, trying to look up as though I could see them.
Probably less of them due to light pollution.
I mean,
Miss my eyes.
I guess I don't know if they're different per se. I
Do
think
you
they're
recognize
just
any constellations?
not very privy of astrology, astronomy, whatever that is. The science of the cosmos. I'm not very smart scientifically talking, okay? That's not my speciality. And plus, like, I believe that science probably, most definitely, advanced a lot while I was not, awake.
You might still
And
be able to
present.
recognize a star or two from back in your day.
Richard, you think I'm stupid?
No.
You think I'm that stupid?
No.
Huh? Yeah.
It was worth a try.
Hyper
Like, above
happily
game,
pointing
above
at,
game.
like the easy constellations.
Look
big-
over there.
Above game, have we, I don't remember how in V20 we had talked about it, but how do we get him out of torpor? Do we need to give him
Blood. Yeah.
Blood.
kindred?
Vitae. Potent
Yeah.
Vitae. Either one gem below him and bonding still applies.
Even if it's in the cup.
Yes. In V20, yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, V20, you can spike drinks with it. It was a big problem. You could just bond an entire nightclub. It was crazy.
But if you were to
ST
mix
discretion.
a whole bunch of different kindred's blood together, would any of them be potent enough to?
So
Who would he be bonded to? Everyone?
that
Everybody.
I've gotta-
It's like the Sabbat. It's like the Sabbat
That's what the
ritual.
Sabbat
Like they
do.
do that.
it's called the
Oh.
Vinicium.
Yeah.
That was kind of Easter egg
Mhm.
for Shiv because he knows what I was referring to.
No,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I played like a.
It's called the
little...
Voldery.
Oh, Voldry.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Reinvent the Voldery.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to fucking talk about who is going to know perfect.
Maybe.
Oh,
Okay, how about this? If, how about we just play rock, paper, scissors. You guys go first, and I'll wait.
huh?
And then if I remember the torpor rules correctly, I'm aware of
Yeah,
this,
he's aware.
right?
He's
Yeah.
aware. You're aware. You're totally aware of what's going on here. You're probably internally screaming. Like,
Yeah, he definitely is.
there is
Yeah.
like a little like tear of blood like
Yeah.
running down
Just
your
forming at the corner
face.
of my eye. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
as long
starting to boil as the car journey goes on.
yeah, I think as long as you've got blood in your system, you're aware until you burn up all your blood. Then you go into like full real torpor.
Um. Oh God. Okay. Um.
While we are trying to think things over, can I do a stealth check and try to feed him some blood?
You absolutely can.
Oh.
Do for me, obviously, stealth and dex.
See,
I
the
am
problem here
keeping an
is
eye
above
out.
The table. I kind of want this.
Do-
back.
Felicia,
No,
do
me
wits
too,
and
but,
alertness, please.
Mike here, I know that I've been like witnessing this weird dynamic between them two for like this whole week, which has been very fascinating for Octavia. But I know for a fact, what is it? Awareness?
Alertness.
No.
Wits alertness, please. It's a pretty high roll there.
Or you didn't get so many ones.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
No. Oh, oh, oh.
I tried.
Unfortunately.
Going up for me.
I tried.
You keep as good an eye as you can on the crafty Richard. But he's a tricky dicky, and is able to very subtly slide his hand just over one of the exposed fangs, and just the smallest drizzle of vitae goes down FX's gullet, enough to be able to awaken him and get a level 1 bond to Richard. Richard, spend 1 blood point.
Mm-hmm.
I tried, friend.
It's
I tried.
okay. I appreciate it.
Now that he's awake, would he be needing more blood?
No. He's got enough problems to deal with. He took a beating.
Yeah. So am I just conscious, but I'm still like that damaged? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just double check it. I thought so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
His
you did.
eyes would just like flutter open, and you would see just daggers stared towards Richard, and then he would like try to like stand and like sit up in his position,
Ah,
and he just like glares around the fucking back of the car.
The Piper waves.
FX, buddy, you took a beating. Don't worry. I was looking out for you.
Yeah. Were you?
Of
Or
course.
was this just a moment you were waiting for? You know I could hear the whole thing, right?
Yeah, the part about how not all of your friends want you to be awake, and I do, and I'm rooting for you and fighting for you and trying to get you up and in working order so you can get yourself patched up, my dude.
I would have woken eventually. You
In,
gave
like,
me enough time.
A week, a month, who knows how long it would have been. What if by the time you woke up, the Tremere had already kidnapped you and done some weird-ass experiments on you.
He would look around and he'd say, "Where's Ambrosia?"
She was trying to leave with you, and we didn't let
Yeah,
her.
actually, she was.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Well,
Like, waking you
Went to
up
the
was a
Champion
priority,
Round.
my dude.
I guess I appreciate it,
You're welcome.
but don't think I'm just going to be doing every little thing you say now.
I wasn't expecting that. We're friends. Friends help friends. Friends don't take advantage of friends. Duh.
Okay. Well, where are we going? Is Pandora, right?
Yeah, we're going wherever Pandora wants us to go. We could be going to Oxford.
Leans forward to try and like just get a little bit in the driver's space and just questioning kazoo noise.
Like right next to his ear.
Yeah, just
Four
that
Pillars
bird.
Hotel. You're welcome.
Not retreat.
Do we know where this is? Is that where we met her before?
Outskirts of Abingdon. It's where you've met her
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
You think I'm good to go in my condition?
You
Maybe you
look
should-
a little worse than usual.
Maybe you should heal up some.
I can try. I'm gonna try healing.
What kind of
Whatever I
damage did
can.
you take?
I think I took ag.
Oh, really?
I was like maxed out on everything. I got like
Jeez.
messed up.
Can you
I don't
heal
think we
that?
took
So
ag,
you got
though.
the you got
I
the
thought it
X?
was lethal
Yeah, I thought it was pretty.
or
yeah.
bashing because
Hold
like
on, let me
they
see if I can-
Yeah,
weren't.
it was enough to entirely. knock,
Lethal
like,
is
all-
the X with an extra line. Lethal is just the X. Bashing is just the stroke.
Yeah, I have all of them as X's.
Oh, you're
That's
so
all lethal.
That's all lethal.
That's lethal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can heal one of those, I believe.
Okay.
I think I should probably also heal, though I'm not hurt nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a blood point.
You can heal. It's 1 blood point for 1 damage.
Per-
Right.
Mhm.
And then the amount you could spin per round is dependent on your generation.
He says just one, and I only can heal one. Right.
Yeah.
If your blood per turn
It's
is 1.
1 for 1, but you can spend as many blood points in that thing as your generation allows.
Okay. Sick.
I just picture this car just full of this noise of flesh sewing itself together, and it's just like.
Off the top of their head, does anyone know for 13th how many times I can heal for that?
It's one.
It'll be
Where do I
It's
find
just
it?
No,
one
because
off.
it's just the one.
one blood
One
point
per round.
per round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And since we're not in combat, it's kind of up to Shiv when you're
Yeah.
allowed to do
1
that.
per scene.
Okay, there you go.
There we go. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would see him knit himself together just a little bit, but still very torn, bruised, and ragged.
Hey, maybe
I'll take out a handkerchief and give it to you. Here.
I'll take out some lipstick. Here, put this on.
maybe we should
The Piper just pokes FX. Just
Yeah.
no reason. Just poking you.
stop, take a detour and get some food. I mean, at least our buddy, he looks famished, and he's got a lot of healing to do. So I mean, he's gonna need blood.
I'm down. Or I could just. I don't think I'm going to get that much better tonight, so as long as I. Would Mask of 1,000 Faces hide my, like, wounds and stuff? Okay. I can use Mask. Hopefully get through. I don't see why I couldn't.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
don't think
we
should
could just-
bring in anyone to Pandora who she doesn't know.
Oh, well, I could drop
We
it
could
once I
just-
get in there, as long as she doesn't mind looking at this.
She's used to Nosferatu.
You're quiet again, Miss Hutz.
Oh, that's because I was speaking quiet. I said she's used to Nosferatu.
Yeah. Great. Okay. He just like puts his head back and just like closes his eyes.
Fair.
Car's tinted windows still allow you a view to see your destination as the car pulls into the Four Pillars Hotel, stopping directly at the entranceway as the driver scurries out once more, opening the door for Alina and incidentally the rest of you. He closes it as soon as the last one of you steps out, and instructs you to head straight to Pandora's room, as she is expecting you, before getting back in the car and carefully parking it up in a reserved space. Is everyone heading in?
Yup. I'll just look inside first. Is there anyone in the lobby?
There's a very obviously dominated kind still watching over it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll mask just to be polite and then walk in and then drop it when we get to her.
As you walk through the glass and wood-framed luxury hotel's corridor towards Pandora's room, is there anything you would like to talk about?
Are we carrying the frame with us?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Mm-hmm.
To me, to you, to me, to you.
Hey, with this, I bet we can frame the Tremere. Yeah, I know it's not funny because they actually did it, but picture of it.
Hmm.
Or maybe the Tremere were trying to frame us.
I walk faster in front of everybody.
Come to a halt at Pandora's door that opens to the decadent penthouse room before you. You can
I'm
already see
imagining
Pandora.
Octavia stopping and all the rest of us just running straight into her.
Piper's just sort of like wandering there, and walking in that kind of like ricocheting way where you're looking everywhere and not really paying attention where you're going.
You can already see Pandora sat at the head of the same expensive polished table as before. A kindred in a black suit stands stoically next to her. You will step inside, placing yourselves at the table and keeping the frame close to yourself. Pandora sits back, placing her elbow-length gloved hands upon the armrests in her tall chair. So, I understand you have been inside the treasury. Do you have something big and firm for me?
As a matter of fact, we do. And then Richard will pull out the frame.
And that's it. You were sent out to get a painting and you come back with a frame? And you have the nerve to sit there with that proud smile on your face as you show it to me?
Well, it was a painting when we left.
The painting is not in the treasury.
I
It's
know.
elsewhere.
It's the
I
Tremere.
just
I
wanted to
think
see
they're
what you
framing
do.
us.
Maybe. Maybe. I knew you'd only get the frame. Have you tested to see if it's authentic?
How?
Place it on the table,
Richard will place
in the center. Pandora just gently tilts her head to the side. The kindred next to her immediately reaches out to the silver frame and grasps it. Smoke begins to rise from his clasped hand that shortly catches fire, spreading across the man's body, incinerating him almost instantly. You watch as the black smoke billows into the ceiling ventilation. Well, it's definitely authentic.
I'll sit on my hands. Or put my hands in my pockets. I'll put my hands.
The frame is fine. You have done what is expected. I owe you a boon. And if you're ever in Oxford, I can vouch for you.
Nice.
Do you have questions?
Yeah, what happened to that guy?
He caught fire.
Wow. Is
Not very observant for an Nosferatu, are you?
Well,
Although
I
you
mean,
do
Richard
look more
He's a
like a
little
mummified.
fire.
You do look like a mummified cat's foreskin.
Oh God! Forget I said anything.
Oh my God.
You
So
don't
have
ask
you-
many questions. Go
I was
on.
giving everyone else a chance. So have you heard anything about like a serial killer in Abingdon?
Give me more information.
Killing daughters?
Not in Abingdon. Not yet.
So you know something.
Oh yes, it's quite the gossip. Daughters are fleeing from the south, coming further and further north. Those few that survive.
So apparently this killer has made their way here. And I kind of like my own life, so if we could figure out who it was, that would be ideal.
I see. That is quite a problem for you.
Any information you can give us?
Only that it probably isn't someone in the Camarilla.
Well, that's kind of obvious.
If I hear anything, or I can be of use, you find a discovery, let me know.
You know, it was worth a try. Because, you know, if anyone knows anything, it would be you.
Of course. Though daughters are fun little toys, their own attention tends to be fleeting. No offense.
I'm not going to say none taken.
Pandora,
Yes.
do you happen to know a kindred named Lorvan?
Yes. How do you know this name?
Let's say we go way back.
Interesting. It's a name that's only just recently popped into the Oxford scene. Apparently he's been allowed to stay in the city as part of the Camarilla. Some secret deal, no doubt.
Maybe
Do
we
you
do need to go
happen
to
to
Oxford.
know? Do you happen to know his whereabouts?
No, other than Oxford, of course.
Does he ever come into the Elysium?
He's not so silly. He's former Sabbat. There's a target on his back. Lots of people want to know where he is.
Well, let's say he was involved with me and my sire and thoroughly dominated by Gemini for possibly this past century. I have an inkling he might have been taught to think of me in a certain way that is not true.
How provocative. Well, should he appear on the scene, I'm sure you'll be able to hear about it. The sombre and the Camarilla are extremely rare.
I know.
But again, I owe you a boon, so should any information about him come to my attention, you'll be the first to know.
I appreciate that.
Of course. Tell you what, do charisma persuasion, please.
I can do charisma, but I don't know persuasion.
That's right. Do expression, sorry. Jesus. Can't disagree with that, can I? That's a crit. This painting, or the frame, it was owned by a Kine that murdered his own parents. Kine only wished to paint, create art. So they killed their parents and managed to cover it up. They were only a child at the time they did it. They gradually got into more macabre things, until one of the Toreador embraced them.
Very Toreador.
When they were part of the Camarilla, the information about the frame became a bit more common knowledge, and supposedly Lorvan is the one who stole it from that house and put it in the Abingdon treasury. Supposedly.
Hmm. Why would he care about it?
I was going to ask the same.
You'd have to get to Oxford, you'd have to go through Abingdon. Perhaps the prince offered him a boon in exchange for the frame.
Our prince or the Oxford prince?
Well, it was in the Abingdon treasury, so one would assume it would be the Abingdon prince. Trying to work out the agenda of a Malkavian prince, though, is like trying to find a fart in a jacuzzi.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
What is a jacuzzi?
Oh man, we gotta take you to a jacuzzi. Surely the best hotel in Abingdon has a jacuzzi.
I have my own, yes. If you're good enough, perhaps you might join me.
Yeah, jacuzzi time.
You should do it. Everyone deserves to soak in a jacuzzi.
You can fart in it and no one knows.
That's true.
Well then. It seems our business has concluded.
Does that mean we can use your jacuzzi?
No, now you can fuck off.
No.
But do
Right.
be safe out there.
You too.
Already out the door.
Yeah, right behind.
When I stand up, I'll give her a little bow before I leave.
Oh, I like that.
I would also
Just felt right.
politely bow and tip my fedora.
Ah, you exaggerated it and made it worse.
Yeah, it's those fedora wearing types.
Couldn't have been a nice pork pie hat, could it?
My fedoras are quite
Don't forget your lucky dehydrated rabbit's foot either.
Dehydrated rabbits.
Oh, do you mean FX?
The Nosferatu.
Thanks. I was
Right,
already
you're
on my
right.
way out. Just had to get one last one. Of course. You're good.
You're able to leave the hotel, walk to the exterior. As you stand out in the spring night, what would you all like to do?
You know, FX, I don't think you look like a dehydrated rabbit's foot. That was
You're
uncalled.
not hairy enough.
It just like surprises me how quick she is with it. It's just, and they're all like, you know, normally it's like you get, oh, like Leatherface, oh, you know, Nosferatu from the movie, blah blah blah. But it's like dehydrated
You look like a
rabbit's foot.
sunburnt elephant's asshole.
He like looks back at like just like she's in a window, just like shouting it down.
You know, FX, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Whenever
Overcooked shepherd's pie.
whenever people say stuff like that to you, I think it's just projection. They're probably insecure about themselves, and they want to make themselves feel better by tearing you down.
What does Pandora have to be insecure of?
Yeah, and it, frankly, it's like I got over it a while ago, you know. But it's the rapid fire and it's the creativity of them. I think is what really stings.
Don't worry, I got your back.
Thanks.
You know, we gotta get you a fedora.
That would just make it worse.
What I need to do is crawl in a hole and maybe eat a couple rats and then start healing.
You're right. Let's go get something to eat.
Sneaking up on Richard to steal his hat.
Dex, stealth.
Okay.
Richard, wits, awareness.
Hold on. I want to do Dex stealth too. I'm not going to defend against it, but if I get a higher roll, I want to sneak the hat onto Piper's head before they can steal the hat.
Still gotta do wits alertness first.
Oh, okay.
Do Dex stealth. Well, I suppose. No, do Dex athletics instead.
Okay. It's actually the same roll. Wait, no, it's
Oh.
not. I was looking at alertness, not athletics. That's far worse, but it's okay.
And Piper Dex athletics as well, please.
Okay.
Right. Piper attempts to sneak up, taking the fedora, but Richard, you're far too quick. Spin around and place the fedora yourself in place. All that just to say that.
It's the moment of like, oh, the hat is on my head now. We react by hand reaches out like real quick, not like a slap on the forehead, but just real quick, palm to forehead, a tag you're it, and then scuttles away.
Alright.
Hiding behind the other coterie members.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, as they're behind me, I'm like, what do you do?
Richard will give a nod and tip his missing hat. You know, he'll do the gesture with there's no hat there, right? And then he will turn to FX. So FX, what are you in the mood for, food-wise? We'll go find you something.
Something easy and something fast.
Okay.
I'm not that picky.
Are there any, like, retirement homes nearby? I mean,
There is now.
they can't get away, so it's fast for us, but they're slow. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't mean,
Yeah.
you don't want food that's fast.
No,
you want
no,
food
no,
that's
no.
easy
Yeah,
to catch.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Readily available. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Great, lead the way then.
Yeah, there's a retirement house just literally off the main road. It is, of course, locked up and it has cameras and security on the inside. But that's honestly quite minimal security, really, to be quite honest with you. You could, in theory, pick a lock or two, get in there, avoid a camera, hum the task unlikely theme tune.
Task unlikely. Yep.
Okay.
Objective improbable.
Quest on
I was gonna say improbable. I like improbable better.
I think Richard would try to stay stealthy, avoid the cameras, and pick a lock.
Also, if healing is once pristine, may I do that again?
Yeah,
Yeah, same,
doing that
same
again.
actually.
yeah, burn a blood point. First of all, Richard. Wits, alertness. There's no cameras on the outside of this building. What? Do they think people are going to break in to an old people's house? What kind of weirdo does that?
People try to
they're
break out,
expecting-
obviously.
Uh-huh.
But you're able to find, the main entrance door. It's particularly quiet, and you're able to approach it and try and pick a lock with dex and larceny. Using your dexterous larcenic talents.
Larcenic. Larcenic in old days.
You fiddle around with the lockpick under your fingers and hands, and eventually the lock gives a satisfying silent click. You push the door open to the darkened hallway.
And he would just gesture for the others.
Sneaking in behind him.
Is blue
Both of
light
you-
the thing in V20?
Yep.
I would like to stand outside and smoke a cigarette.
Yep, burn a blood point, please. And both of the, I don't know, I'm going to call you the Nosferatu boys. Wits, alertness, please. As you begin to step into the hallway.
Whoa. Oh, because I was like, why do I have -2 dice?
You are
Or
able to quickly spot a camera hidden up in one of the corners. You're luckily out of its field of view, but it does block the way straight in.
What do you think?
Well, if I was in the control room, I could probably hack it. One of these days, it'd be so nice if, like, I've got a laptop, but you need to be jacked in. Hopefully, one day we'll be able to do something like, with radio.
Yeah, like
waves or
remotely.
something.
No, I was thinking the same thing. Like it would be so much more effective if devices could like talk to each other without a wire.
Yeah, like if they
Laptops
had
are
mini
heavier than a
satellite
brick.
dishes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
I guess since that's not a thing, maybe we can just, I don't know, unplug. What kind?
I mean, I guess we.
What kind of
I mean-
cameras? Is it like the little nubs, or is it like one of those cameras that's like plugged into a power source?
It's
unplugging
It's a
it?
somewhat cheaper camera. It doesn't move or anything like that, but it's like quite obviously that is a camera on a steel frame. I expect it's probably got an independent power source that it needs of its own.
Well, since that camera's mounted, maybe I can just make it face a little bit of a different direction.
Sure.
You know what? I've got arms like a wet noodle. Maybe you try to make it face a different direction.
Okay. But how do I get to it without it seeing me?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but the camera's view is blocking our way into the building, we could probably stay against the wall and get closer to the camera, right? Or am I misinterpreting? Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sick. Then yeah. I'll sneak up and like get underneath it and then try to just like gently, like slowly move it and bend it.
Will you? Let's find out with a Dex and Stealth roll.
Oh, it's a Dex and Stealth. I thought it was going to be a strength roll.
Well, he's got to get to the camera first.
You right.
So he's not going to.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. I keep forgetting I'm fucked up.
FX, you attempt to stealth your way,
We're
but
dead.
each and every single step is an agonizing, blistering journey through pain, and you don't think you could do the necessary finesse needed to be able to reach underneath the camera without screaming out in pain for hours, holding your shin, going for far too long that has actually become funny after all these fucking years. And it wasn't that funny the first time round,
I
to
was
be
gonna
honest.
say, I disagree with that. It was never funny.
I'll just like creep back over to Richard, and I'll just be like, "I can't do it. I can't. I barely can move my arms."
Richard will give you a pat on the back. Dude, I got you. Richard will sneak over to the camera.
Dex and athletics to see if he will. He's not. And also, I'm going to take advantage of the of you doing that.
Oh, the fail.
All those dice.
Rich, well, that's the problem with V20. That's quite a reasonable pull, to be honest. But anyway, Richard, you cockily, proudly step forward. You know you can do this. This Nosferatu? Stealth is meant to be his thing. This is your opportunity to show him just how it should be done. To show him who is the master of the shadows. And you accidentally, lost in thought, step forward straight into the camera's arc and listen as a burglar alarm begins to sound further away in the complex, followed by the sounds of several running feet as security guards burst into the room.
As soon as I heard the alarm go off, I'm out. Like I bolted the way we came.
Yep. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Me.
Where did they go?
Oh,
in?
people
Was
will
it a
get
front
that
door or a
reference
side
now.
door?
No.
Pardon, sorry?
Was it a front door or a side door that they went in?
He went straight in the front door.
Front door. Is there any sort of doorbell or anything like that for after hours at the front door?
Yes, now there is.
I mean, sometimes there are at nursing homes. When I hear the alarm start going off, I'm at the front door smoking a cigarette. I'd like to ring the bell.
Yeah. We'll doodle-doodle-doodle-doo in a minute. Because I want to first of all see how Richard's going to handle these security guards.
So
Unless
they-
you need some time to think about it.
They definitely see me. I can't get away, right?
Right.
Okay. In that case, I will be like, I will say, "Oh, wonderful! There is after hours associates. I'm here to see my grandmother."
Manipulation subterfuge.
Oh no! What was I?
Why lie about a thing and then be like, my pool's shit for this?
It's not good, but it's not that bad, honestly. It's medical.
Well, we'll be the judge of that. Oh, yeah, okay.
Of course, this is the
Yeah.
one thing we get away with.
Sir, this is clearly after hours. You should know if you've got a resident here when visiting hours are acceptable. And this time of the early morning is not acceptable. You'll have to leave now or we will terminate your residency contract.
Don't
And your resident.
terminate. Don't
Just have grandma
terminate
right there.
My grandmother, Doris.
It's this Thatcher's Britain. This is Thatcher's vision for the future. Anyone who's old, anyone over the age of 40, that's it. We're going to slit their throat on Margaret Thatcher's order.
Grandmother Doris was asleep all day today, and I was hoping that maybe if I came back at night, she would be up, because just as she's gotten older, she just sleeps the days away and is up all night alone in a room.
This is not proper procedure, and you would know this. It clearly states in your contract, any attempts to visit outside of hours without authorized paperwork can result in immediate termination of your contract, not your grandmother.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please, sir, don't terminate my grandmother. I will be on my way. And Richard will, like, put on a
Charisma.
sad face.
Empathy. Oh, sorry, not charisma. Manipulation, empathy. For puppy dog eyes.
Okay.
Oh, you put it. I should have said expression, but that's good enough. Well, we'll let you off this time, sir, but only because it's been a really boring night, and, you know, it was kind of exciting for a bit. We thought we had something to do. Not many people want to break in to an elderly residence home.
No, who would want to do that? I would imagine they have guards to keep people from getting out.
We're not legally allowed to answer that question directly.
Of course, I'm sure the residents are all ecstatic to be safely locked in their rooms.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, bye. Richard will wave and then just leave.
Diddly diddly doo. Meanwhile, I hope my diddly diddly doo comes through. Oh, good. Meanwhile, around the side entrance, having pressed the button for deliveries, oh, it's all happening.
Oh, I thought it was the front entrance.
No, he went through the front.
Yeah, I was
He did the front
standing
assault.
out front because he went through the front. I was just standing out there smoking.
Oh, you want to use the front entrance and do the delivery?
Yeah.
Thing. All right, and okay, and as Richard steps out, one of the security guards will be like, and stay out until designated hours, and then you're always welcome to come and see whoever it is that you've put in here as a residency. And you just press the delivery button. It's too early for the pizza.
Oh no, I was looking for my security guards. You found them. Thank you very much.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye. Okay, I love you, mystery lady. Goodbye.
But why?
Richard
But why?
will amble back over to FX, who's probably skulking in the shadows somewhere. All right.
Yeah.
So apparently, old folks' homes are impenetrable fortresses. You know our plan B.
What did you guys do?
We
I had to
need,
bail you out of there.
we need an easier food source.
Dude, I don't know.
They
I
have windows.
Some of them
Like,
might
People
every
have
just
room
minutes.
like
has a
look
window.
over at you, just like.
Can we
blank
just go to
face.
Elysium and have a drink there?
Yeah, that's actually probably the smartest solution. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to
It's
Elysium.
only one.
Jay's been sat there for 20 minutes going, why didn't you just fucking go to fucking Elysium?
No, literally, I
Jesus
have. I'm like, today is just a crazy, dude. This night makes no sense. People are not thinking at all, and I'm not even smart.
That's emoji.
I'm smart sometimes, but smart, no. Mm-mm.
My cat's breath smells like cat's food.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am
Yeah.
hoping we're within walking distance of Elysium because I have no clue
Oh,
where
yeah.
the van is.
Oh yeah, good enough, yeah.
Look at my van. To go get it later.
You'll be able to make your way to Elysium. If there's anything you'd like to talk about en route.
I think Ambrosia might have taken your van.
She would.
Well, it's parked outside the chantry right now.
Oh my god. Let's hope she doesn't do anything weird to it. It's perfectly trashy.
You might want to scan it for glyphs or something before you get back in.
I'll have Richard do that. He seems to be quite familiar with the Tremere.
No,
How
thy
familiar
enemy.
actually is.
Yeah, fair enough. Just, yeah, I'll check it over. Yeah.
In my experience, whenever there's a foul plot afoot, it's the Tremere.
It's like
Every time, there's no deviation.
Well, even when there is deviation, eventually there's a Tremere involved.
you are such a good private investigator.
Uh-huh.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah. It's just, I'm not...
Damn.
This is where the Piker will finally return Richard's hat, putting it on his head and sort of shoving it down over his eyes for a moment.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, how have you been able to stay so objective over the years?
Objective? I trust my gut.
Yeah, same.
We haven't got any more.
Yeah,
I
Well-
have what used to be.
I've really honed my skills to stay hidden, stay vigilant, and I always have my head on a swivel and my eyes open, and I seize what I seize.
So good.
Sort of
you can't
looking
even
backwards
sneak into
at-
a retirement home.
Yeah, looking back
Richard,
at that
wits
screen-
alertness.
How about
Please roll back.
perception
Please roll back.
awareness?
Oh, no, it has to be wits
that's the
alertness.
wits? Okay.
In this instance, yeah.
Damn.
I can't disagree with that. You are, just as your words say this, you are able to very skillfully, quickly, as you perceive using your wits, a bollard that suddenly just comes out of nowhere and quickly scoot around it without hurting yourself.
Ah, see? I just dodged a bolo.
Bollard.
Yeah, it was so moving. Very.
Where did that come from? Can I?
Hey, look! I've walked around this place. I have literally walked into a bollard, and it is at bollocks height.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm American. What the fuck's a bollard? Or a bollard?
It
It's
is a
those stone pillars
Obs-
that only come up to like waist height.
Well, yeah, stone or iron, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they have at the bank.
Yeah. Like they have, I hate that shit, right?
You know what I'm talking about, though. The
Yes,
drive-thru
I
at
know
the
what
bank?
you're
Yeah.
talking about, yeah. Well, great. I'm glad you're
This
on
is all
our
in
side.
character.
Yeah, this is all in character.
You're able to finally arrive at Elysium, walk through the graveyard and into the church. The vivid, stained glass window has the moonlight shining through it, allowing you a nice, vivid display of colours as you make your way down into the Elysium proper. It's fairly quiet, it seems. Some of the kindred are still apprehensive following the events from the previous day, but a few tables are filled. The Elysium stage is set up with a mic on the open stage, and I'm going to go for a pee.
What events?
Leave that up to the coterie who were obviously paying attention in the last game, even though it was you that saw it. The church burning. That's why
The fires.
that's why Smythe the Ventru was called a blood hunt on. he
Oh
suddenly
God,
went-
that was sessions ago. Okay.
Yeah, he suddenly went a bit nuts and then told Kind to burn churches and didn't go down well. Even worse for the churches. They went up quite well, though.
I think I saw that on the
Hey,
news.
how hungry are you, man?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty hungry. Not like starving, but I want to get what I can out of the way so I can heal quicker. Speaking of which, if only he's here. Just wanted to heal again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of need Shiver here for this. I'll repeat it. I'll walk up to the bartender and it is a new scene, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can't stop me.
Yeah,
He's not here to
way.
stop me. Now
No,
I'm
you can
just
spend the blood point. It's fine. It's a new scene.
Okay.
And you'll be able to, as you walk up to the bar, the barman comes out from one of the doors. Ah, what good timing. How may I help you?
Waves.
He can have my drink.
Oh, it was lucky. I was just draining a lizard. For the blood.
FX just
I
like
totally
looks
did
around.
not drink lizard.
I
That's for him.
haven't, but I'll try it. At this point, I'll drink anything.
But unfortunately, I'm afraid it's one limit. Limit of one drink free per customer.
Okay, well, I'll take my drink.
Non-transferable. Of course. Miss Alina, what would you like?
Yeah, just give me a drink. It's fine.
Your usual?
Sure.
Of course.
Yes, we're thinking
he'll-
the same thing. I'm playing dumb here.
He'll attempt to make your drink. But as he's trying to spin this thing, twirl it into the air, it's all a bit of a fuck-up, and it drops. But instead of him being angry or anything like that, he kind of laughs. He points at it and just laughs. Eventually, he is able to put together a good attempt at the drink. It looks like the real thing, but what a calamity getting there. He puts it on the coaster in front of you and then says, "Ta-da!"
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice. Now I'll get one of those too.
I'm afraid that's simply off the menu. That is an Alina special.
Oh.
It's up to Miss Alina if she wishes to share her special.
Well, then just give me something decent.
Something decent. Are you trying to imply would give you something that is not decent?
No.
Do you come into my establishment and tell me how to do my job? I don't go into the sewer and tell you how to count turds.
Oh, just
Do
give
I
him a
look like
positive.
a man that has time for manners? I'm oozing from here and there.
And who do you
God
think's
knows
gonna
whatever
clean
cuts and
it up?
scratches I have.
And then you come in here and infer that I'm not going to give you something decent after you spill bits of dead Nosferatu on my floor?
What do they pay you for?
He's not feeling himself tonight.
Pay?
Just give him some A positive, please.
Oh, and now you've got someone sticking up for you. You can't fight your own battles.
No, fuck off.
Ha ha ha!
Just give me the A positive or whatever she said.
You'll get blood and you'll like it.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Well, all right then. He'll just slam a coaster on the bar, put a very pristine glass, fill it beautifully with Vita, and go, "I hope you enjoy it, you bastard."
I will. I'm sorry I raised my voice. I'm gonna go over there now.
Good. This was a pleasant exchange. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you're a great bartender.
Thanks. You're greatly appreciated. Fuck you.
All right. Well, my goodman, I will take whatever's on tap.
Mike Goodman?
My goodman.
Who's Mike Goodman?
My goodman.
Who's that?
All right, Mr. Bartender Sir, I will take whatever you have on tap.
Just say, "I'd like some blood." Just say, just I'd like some blood.
Blood,
Please would be nice. What was so hard about that? What was all this flourish and
Blood,
garnish on this? As if you're trying to serve me a 3-course meal when all you have to do is just blood. And now you look
Man.
like him.
This bartender is
he'll
getting angsty.
He'll put the coaster on there, he'll put a glass on there, and then just look you in the eyes. He's just pouring it out slowly. Watch it spill out onto the bar, completely empty the bottle, and then put it down and push it in front of you. There.
While your boy Ocho will lean forward and stick his tongue.
Oh god.
Pardon, sorry?
I said while you're just pouring it out like that, Ocho will lean forward and stick his tongue out.
He's wheezing the juice! Wait, what year was Encino Man? I think that was early 90s.
Is there anyone else who would like some
It's
blood?
92.
The piper, having very politely waited their turn, just raises their hand, points itself.
You want some blood? Right. Fine. The person with the kazoo is apparently going to be able to clearly communicate better than the person who used to wear a fedora.
He's still wearing a fedora. It's been put back on his head.
He'll place a coaster on there, place a glass, and just pour something out. Enjoy. Thank
Take
you
it.
for giving me a simple unlife.
Slight bow, scuttles away.
Could I also have a glass, please?
You're gonna get
Yes.
an empty glass.
And that is exactly what he places on a coaster in front of you and looks proudly
some-
of himself.
Some vitae, please.
In the glass as well.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, what is this? Oh yeah, I'm a barman. And he'll reach underneath.
Yeah,
and be
talking
like,
about your services, you are clearly lacking. I would probably not do that if you don't want yourself gone, because I will definitely be spreading the rumor that you are the worst person that anybody could possibly ever see behind a freaking bar.
And the next time the prince calls you into court, I could have the prince diablerize you like that.
Ooh, what about if I get there first?
I think you underestimate our prince. She
Mm.
terrifies me.
Yeah, maybe I'll get her to terrify you even more.
Enjoy your drink.
Mm-hmm. I will.
You know, I've been undead for centuries for being threatened like that. That does things to someone.
I'll
What would
head
you all
over
like to do?
to a table next to the stage.
And all of you can slake 2 hunger, by the way, that took a drink.
We haven't gotten there yet, but I'm giving my drink to FX.
Yep.
When we get to the table, I'll set my drink down, slide it over.
You see the one
but
that
I'm
he's gone's already gone, and he just immediately
assuming-
begins downing the next one.
I'm assuming the bartender gave me my usual.
Yep. FX, as you down the second drink, you feel energetic. You want to keep talking. You want to keep moving your jaw. You just got to keep moving. Always moving like a shark. If you stop, you might die. You can't stop. You're a shark. You've got to move. You've got to keep going. You're a shark. You're a shark. Don't stop moving. You will have to spend 2 willpower points to re-roll a messy critical or bestial failure. Difficulties to resist or control frenzy increase by 1 as you feel the cocaine-infused vitae coursing through your system.
You're welcome.
He looks up at you and he gives you a knowing smile, you know, and he says, "Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, feeling pretty
I
good
think-
now, aren't you?
Feeling a lot better, definitely a hell of a lot better, for sure, for sure, for sure."
Remember, kids, winners don't do drugs. But if you want to be
FX.
cool, you should do drugs.
If you need, you can have this too.
I think I should be good. I mean, I'll take it, but I think I'll be all right.
Well, it's there. If you end up not drinking, I will. I could have a sip, but
If you could use it,
You
then just
seem like-
drink it. You're fine. I'll be okay with those two. And me just being a little careful, I'll be all right. I appreciate the concern, though.
I mean, I'm uninjured. I don't have
Oh, I
anything to worry
gotcha.
at the moment. So, you know, I'd rather have you back to.
Well, I'm feeling pretty full now, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
probably need to drink more tomorrow because I'll try to spend as much healing as I can during the day. But
Probably
now,
this
though.
won't be viable then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then cheers, I guess, and I'll just have my drink then.
Cheers. And I drained the last of Alina's drink.
You're like looking for more.
Yeah, exactly. Lick the rim.
Okay, so what's our next course of action?
I don't know. Octavia wants to find Lorvan. We need to find this serial killer. We have a couple things pointing us towards Oxford. I have a feeling we're going to be going there sooner or later.
I mean,
I know Ambrosia doesn't want to go to Oxford, but
No.
like that's her chantry, not mine. I'm not going to listen to what they say.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. What were you saying, Octavia?
especially when her chantry had somebody that has been plotting against the Camarilla here for a century at least.
Yeah. Not even just someone part of the chantry. Her goddamn sire.
Yeah. I don't think Ambrosia is, like in cahoots with
No, I think we can trust her.
Gemini,
No.
and I do believe we can trust her, but I don't trust anybody else.
She just trusts her clan a little too much.
Agreed.
Notice Richard's not saying anything.
I think the only person that would have more information about whomever is haunting us is Lorvan at this point. He has been involved with this. I know that he has ties with whatever is happening to us. Sirens.
Yeah.
Heck, I've heard his name so much at this point. I want to meet him.
So, is that it then? Lorvan's next target. Follow whatever leads we can there.
I would love to see if somebody could perhaps help me retrieve some of the memories that have been scrambled in my brain.
Oh,
How do we do that?
I don't know. But I know that there's missing information.
well.
You need a spa day.
Huh?
You need a spa day. We should go to the spa.
Do you have any deeply personal effects or items of some sort?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have something precious to you from your previous life? Or before, from that time of your life that you're having trouble remembering?
Piper gestures at Richard and then makes spooky magic hands.
Why?
Spooky magic hands.
Because I can't read your mind, but I can read the past of objects. I am an investigator after all.
Ooh, do you do palm readings?
I mean,
No.
I'd rather
Piper
have
takes
my
Alina's palm and just starts tracing
brain-
the lines and making kazoo noises. Nodding
Oh,
authoritatively.
really?
If possible, I would just like to have my brain back, to a state where it's not scrambled anymore.
I can't do that.
And like I witnessed you doing some shady stuff, Richard, so it's not that I 100% trust you.
Shady?
We've all
Shady?
kinda done shady stuff.
Yeah.
What have I done that is shady?
I look at FX and then
Points
I look
at FX.
back at you.
FX points at himself.
I am a upstanding gentleman. I am a friend. I watch out for my friends. When have I lied to you?
When you told me that you were going to let it go on bonding FX to you, and then you
Did I use those
immediately
exact words?
did exactly the contrary.
I think I said something more along the lines of, well, some of us want to have our friend wake up, and some of us don't.
That was implied in what you did, and you know what you're doing. You know what would happen. We had discussed it before, Richard. And again, it's like conversations like this that like make me on edge around you, to be honest. It's the constant
You wouldn't like her when
manipulative
she's
talk
edging.
that is concerning, and I don't judge, like you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's fair, but I just don't like kindred like this. I usually stray very far away from people that tend to manipulate and continuously manipulate all the time. It is okay to manipulate other people, but people around you in your coterie that you should be trusting is a different thing. And I call it as it is, I might be a little naive and maybe a little bit too good and too lenient sometimes. But with this kind of stuff, that's where I put a boundary.
I'm not
Hey,
manipulative.
Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard. Roll self-control roll for me, please.
I knew it.
Okay.
I'm humming Sweet Little Lies by Fleetwood Mac.
Difficulty 7.
What? Well.
Oh, you are just barely able to keep that scratching beast down. You know this is Elysium. Even though it's empty, it's not a good idea to rip Octavia's head off right across the table from you just for admonishing you. You can do better than that. After all, you're a private investigator. Dick.
Octavia, I have been nothing but trusting. I have not attempted to manipulate my coterie. I see you all as friends, and I am offended that you do not appreciate all I've done and all the efforts I've put in to help this coterie. If you no longer want to be my friend, if you no longer want to have my advice or consultancy, then fine. And Richard will turn and leave.
Chases after him to try and snatch the hat.
As you are leaving through the doorway, you are blocked by the appearance of Hi-Fi.
Both hands up in greeting.
How do you do? Mr. Richard?
I've been better.
What's wrong? You look like someone's pissed on your chips.
For the most part, yes. I had a coterie member who I thought was a friend, who I've risked life and limb for, that I realize thinks I am just a piece of shit. So I don't think they are deserving of my friendship.
Richard! Oh, Richard, you are a piece of shit. We're all pieces of shit. That's literally the name of the game. We live off other people. We are shitty people. Why are you in denial about this?
I don't feel like this is the pep talk you think it is.
Oh, I never said this was a
Pep
pep
talk.
talk.
We should make that into a thing.
I looked
But
at the others and I'm
accept
like, I'm
it.
sorry.
You're a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. He's a she. It's a piece of shit. Everyone's a piece of shit. So,
Fine, shit.
be a bigger piece of shit. If you be the biggest piece of shit in the manure pile... Okay, maybe this wasn't a pep talk I thought it was going to be. But hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
At least you know someone is honest with you. That's rare, you
Yeah,
piece of shit.
maybe she's honest, or maybe she's manipulating me to get me away from my Kodoi where I can't watch out for them. Maybe she's part of the whole Tremio conspiracy as well, and is just an inside agent trying to be divisive and split our Kodoi apart.
Wow, you really are a piece of shit, aren't you?
No.
Is he close enough for me to like hear that conversation?
Oh yeah, I don't think, unless he's trying to hide it.
We're vampires. We can hear all this.
Yeah.
Richard, I'm not manipulating you. I'm being honest, you piece of shit.
Exactly.
See, she
something-
could be being honest
the
with you
word of the
completely
day.
there. She is manipulating you because you're a piece of shit.
Taking Hi-Fi's arm with one hand and Richard's with the other, pulling them both back towards the table.
Hey, be careful with him. He's a piece of shit, I hear.
So if Richard's back at the table, whichever seat Octavia's at, Richard will sit directly not facing Octavia.
Imagine you turning
So-
your chair the other way.
Yes.
exactly. Just back to the whole table.
The Piper.
So how
looks
was
at
your trip
Octavia.
into the treasury? Oh, sorry, Piper. Sorry.
Oh, just the Piper looks at Octavia, taps head and then gestures to Hi-Fi with head tilted questioningly.
Yeah, he was supposed to be looking at a picture for us, wasn't he?
He did
Oh,
that.
what picture?
And he came back to us with stories about flesh and
Oh,
gore.
you're talking about the scary picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your trip to the treasury?
Ass.
Interesting, I guess.
Yes. Did you get what you were looking for?
Good enough.
No,
What were you looking for?
doesn't matter.
Ah, never mind.
But why are you so interested?
Something's been brought to my attention quite recently.
Oh, like what?
I hear you participated in one of the races that's been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost the car though. Whatever happened to that car?
Yeah. That is a good point.
It was a good car.
Piper just told you, don't you understand?
It drove away.
Piper can't be plainer. What's the matter with you all? Can't you understand them?
I'm not fluent in kazoo.
More to the pity.
I prefer
Did you?
keypad.
Did you? You remind me of the babe. No. Did you see the
What
White
babe?
Knight?
The
The White Knight with the power.
What power?
The power of voodoo.
Hoodoo?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the White Knight.
I am so confused.
And you finding yourself in a mental labyrinth.
I used to be a white knight, but now I'm apparently just shit.
Pats Richard's shoulder.
A shit
I,
knight.
I pat the
Well,
other
I'm-
shoulder.
I'm intrigued to know, because apparently the White Knight has started wearing a devil mask.
Huh?
Painted across his helmet is the face of the devil now. I was wondering if he did that when he had your race.
I don't remember him having that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
above board, I honestly do not remember that.
He didn't.
I don't remember
He didn't.
a white knight. Yeah, okay.
What are you talking about? I don't know what.
A mysterious White Knight. Only recently appeared within the last few weeks or so, I believe. With the devil mask, that is.
He definitely did not have a devil mask when I raced him.
Intriguing. Perhaps he's a speed demon.
I wasn't here for this race, was I?
No, there's no way she
Yeah.
was.
Your cat is looking really rough, DW.
I know.
I thought it was a dog.
Oh
I
my
genuinely thought you had a pug because I couldn't see her face.
God. No, she's being needy. I'm busy.
How can you say no to those eyes?
Well, because she doesn't want to cuddle. She wants to like jump up here and like step on my keyboard and like knock over my
Yeah.
monitor. Yeah. She doesn't want love. She wants
You mean
violence.
cat behavior?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I did? I gave my cat his own monitor.
I've thought about doing that at this point. I really have.
I literally have a monitor on the floor, and all it does is show bird videos.
Okay, yeah, that's. I was thinking about doing the same thing of just playing the like cat TV stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to distract.
So about that cat.
You mean the white knight?
Yeah, devil mask,
Yes.
White Knight. Nothing to
Yes.
you all? Nothing?
No,
Oh,
I remember a lot of fuss about him at the race, but that was just about it.
it's because nobody knows who or what it is.
It
Oh,
Could
yeah,
Kine
you can
drive
assume their
like that?
gender.
Guess that's fair. Why are you
Probably not
interested?
lupine,
Just curiosity.
because it's interesting.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, it
yeah.
is interesting.
And you've been to the race. I don't even have a car.
Neither did we.
Yeah.
You must have run really fast.
We borrowed a car.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
missed that car.
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Whose car?
I think it was this
It was a friend of ours.
Nash. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, we only talked to him for one night. If I remember, we ran into him. He ran into us. Something like that.
And then he disappeared and left us his car.
Yep.
Must have taken it back at some point.
Probably, yeah.
Things that belong to other people, especially our kind, tend to find their own way back to their masters.
Yeah.
But it was a cool car.
That's probably why it found its way back to who it belongs to.
I should get a car.
Let's all get cars! A different one for every day of the week.
I only need one.
How could
Oh.
put that back to the van?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind
I
of
want
vans they
something
drive
like-
in Norway?
Cool.
No, I've never been.
Wait. Fords.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really? No. So, Norway is a big fan of that Icelandic brand, Fjord. You know, you've heard the slogan. Fjord trucks built Fjord tough. Named after the icy fjords of Iceland.
Sure.
Are you sure Richard is okay?
I think being called a piece of shit's affected him quite severely.
Yeah,
Do you need to see the prince? Would the prince make you feel better?
Maybe at this point, I'm starting to have second thoughts about whether or not my coterie appreciates me. So maybe
Pats him on the
I do need
shoulders.
to talk to the prince.
Oh, I
What
appreciate
business?
you. It's just
What business do we have with the prince?
None that I know of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
we'd
thought
like
that
to talk to
if
the
your
prince.
friend was in mental trauma, that the prince might help. That's kind of their whole bag.
Mental
Yeah.
trauma
Oh, that's what they-
for me saying the truth to his face instead of hiding stuff.
Hey, look, right? The truth hurts.
Yeah.
true.
But it'll set you free.
Then man up.
But they're lies. I'm not being evil and manipulative.
Why not? They all are. I am. You're not going to last long if you're not. Like, look into your buddy's eyes there, right? I'm not sure quite where the eyes are anymore, or even if that's his eye. But look, even right now you can see it in his eyes, the plotting against you. He's picturing driving a piece of wood straight through your chest right now. Look into the eyes of each and every single one of these soulless monsters in front of you. They'd sell you out down the river in a heartbeat. And damn it, so would I if there was something in it for me. That's just the way it is. We are pieces of shit.
Well, why does everything have to be part of a Tremere plot?
I don't know, why does everything have to be part of the Tremere plot?
What if this is a Tremere plot, Richard?
All of it, according to him.
Octavia, who was it that you saw with your sire and Lorvan?
Gemini.
And what clan is Gemini?
Tremere?
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's it. That's one Tremere.
It could just be a coincidence, Richard.
Not everything is involved in. I'm not involved with that.
I mean, to be fair to the young man, it does tend to be if one Tremere is involved, the whole lot are. That's kind of their whole thing.
Yeah,
That's
you do
true.
realize the entire Tremere, they are all blood bonded to the pyramid. Like their whole clan thing is that they blood bond everyone.
Right.
So like even the Tremere fledglings do the orders of whoever leads the Tremere.
Of course, though, that is all true, but there's also the possibility that if Gemini was a friend of the Sabbat, they do know how to break blood bonds and things like that, so he could, in
That's
fact,
what I
be a
was gonna
rogue
say.
ancient working within the Tremere to actually bring down his own insignificant rise and see what vengeance he could seek out on those that wronged him and constantly accuse the Tremere, perhaps.
Yeah.
Just spitballing.
Okay.
So
Listen, gotta say
on
that.
one hand, it's a plot with the Tremere. On the other hand, it's a plot with a rogue Tremere. It's still a Tremere plot.
I mean, I guess.
You know, if it looks like a duck, if it looks like an ugly duckling and it quacks like a duckling and it's white, it's a swan.
I don't think they call baby swans
Ugly ducklings, yes they do.
swans. They're not ducklings.
Yeah,
And I
they're
don't think
ugly
baby swans are
ducklings.
white either.
Have you ever read the book The Ugliest Duckling? It was about a family of ducklings, and there was one ugly duckling, and everyone hated the ugly duckling. And then when all the
I'm
ducklings,
pretty sure that's a signet.
all the ducklings grew up to be ducks, the ugly duckling grew up to be a beautiful swan, and everyone was jealous.
Look, there's only one way to settle this. We'll go right down to the Abbey Meadow now, and we'll look at the ducks, and then we'll look at the swans.
We're gonna look
A
at
duck's
ducklings
nocturnal.
and swanlings.
I was gonna say, I
Duck-
don't think ducks are out at night.
Let's come back in the day.
Yeah, we can meet you there tomorrow morning, I-Fi.
Right after dawn.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
We don't want to do any of that daylight stuff.
Oh, he is a piece of shit, isn't he?
I said, kidding. No, we don't want to do the daylight stuff. Okay, fine. It's not a Tremere plot. The Tremere are our lords and saviors, and we should all
Oh my
worship the
God.
Tremere.
Oh, don't go that far.
I do just have one question.
Yeah.
What's the plot?
Well, doesn't really matter because it's the journey that matters.
I love that band.
Journey before destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Life before death.
Manipulation, subterfuge.
What? For what? Liking Journey? I love Journey. Don't stop.
Oh yeah, I should do a thing, shouldn't I? Oh damn.
At least it's not a botch.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that's interesting. I'm glad you're making progress on your journey, if that's the most important bit. Well, I see that dawn is approaching soon. I'll leave you to things. Good evening.
Waves.
Good evening.
Ciao.
Richard, I have one last thing I want to say. I will not apologize because I don't feel bad about what I said, but I should probably have approached it not in front of everybody else, and give you the respect to just have this conversation with you one-on-one. I do believe that you are a asset to our coterie, but I do believe that there are some things that I don't love about how you behave with people, and that's okay. Like, not everybody's gonna love everything about you or about me or about other people, and that's okay. That's normal life, you know what I mean? But I have been learning how to coexist with you, with this new environment, with the world as is, with the fact that I and my kind, like very much like Olina, are being haunted to death. So I am sorry I came onto you in that specific way. I am not sorry for what I said. That's all.
I get it now. Thank you for your honesty. I now know my place. I'm an asset and a tool, and not a friend, and I will keep that in mind so we can have more clear boundaries in the future.
Once again, pats Richard on the shoulder.
Did you guys just communicate like adults?
Uh-uh.
No, not if you heard what he said.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm putting a
It's
mental
close.
note of like watching my back from now on.
Like I'm in an after-school special.
Is there anything else you'd like to do or say? Or would you like to just retire for the day rest ahead?
I think
Well,
FX is exhausted.
You staying over, Octavia?
If you don't mind.
Okay, let's go.
I'll see everyone after good day's sleep. Goodbye, friends and business acquaintance. Would you like a walk home,
Colleague.
Bex?
Yeah, I'll take. Wait, did you say a ride home? Is that what you said?
Walk.
Oh, a
home.
walk home. I'll take one, sure.
You want to come, Piper? Do you already have accommodations, Olivia?
Yeah, that's. I'm taking Octavia home.
Okay. And enjoy a good day's rest. Goodbye. And then Richard will head off.
No problem. As the
Yes, we're wandering off that way as well.
as the three of you walk,
It's one of those. We all end up walking the same direction awkwardly.
well, you'll be able to shake your shadows, and as the three of you walk back to your independent havens. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
FX FX would say, Richard,
Yeah.
you're not a piece of shit, but you can be a little suspicious.
Yeah. You too. You can be a little suspicious,
I
but
can.
you're my buddy,
Yes.
and I
And
think
I
it's
was going to say next, even though things might be weird, I'm going to forgive what happened because I think in your heart you thought you were doing the right thing. So thank you for getting me up.
Yeah, of course, anytime. That's what you would do for me.
Maybe, probably. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It's nice to have a little bit of consent first.
Well, you were unconscious. How was I gonna like
So I'll say you could wait. You could wait.
a
we
month?
we have like infinity. You know that, right? Like we don't die of age. We have like a lot of time.
Oh, I get what you're saying. We should all write up unliving will and testaments, so that we know how things should be handled should we enter torpor. You know,
Yeah, like those do not resuscitate signs.
Yeah, like so we should all get some legal documents together, and then we will know without a shadow of a doubt if we get beaten unconscious, whether we want to be left there, just thrown in a hole somewhere, or brought back.
Now you sound like that accounting dude.
True. It might not be a bad idea. Either way, though. I appreciate it, I guess. And I don't hold it against you. And I don't think you're a piece of shit.
Thanks.
But there was some merit to what was said. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I understand, but hey, at least I still have most of my friends.
Yes.
Pats him on the back.
Yeah, it is a shame, but I'm sure she'll come around. It's been a tense last few nights, you know.
Yeah, and like you said, we have forever.
Yeah, we do. Ideally we do, yeah. Great. Well, I think this is our manhole.
All right.
I like extend a hand to like shake your hand.
Richard will shake your hand, shake the Piper's hand, and then head off.
Yeah, waves as we retreat to the sewer.
I would gentlemanly hold up the manhole for the Piper to climb down and then climb in after.
Just full on sliding down the ladder.
Is there anything
safe,
you would like
alright.
to talk about? Everyone spend the blood point to be able to awaken for the next night.
No, wait. I was
Wait.
gonna like have a conversation with Alina.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Man, what got up his butt?
I mean, I, I admit that I have been on edge, especially the last 2-3 nights.
Fair.
I think I have I lost my patience with certain behaviors that I'm not really acquainted with. In my era, there was a lot of, a lot of faking and stuff, but there was a lot more cordiality and even if it was superficial and people were scheming all the time, it felt a little better than what I have experienced now in modern days. I'm just not acquainted to this type of environment, and I think, I might have said things that were a little hurtful, but at the same time, I do not respect people that thread that type of behavior in other with other people's relationship. You know what I mean? I don't know. Did I do did it should I have not done that?
Nah, you're fine. It'll blow over in a day.
I don't know. I've been here for a week and I don't know if I'm going to go back to anything but this for a while.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can go back to the time that you remember. But this is what you got, so got to make the best of it.
If I ever go into torpor, please like revive me. Don't let anybody else do it. Like I'd rather have you do it.
I mean, I'd love to, but I don't know if I'm strong enough to.
Oh, that's true.
But anything else I
That's
can
a
do for you, I've
problem.
got your back. Sisters are sisters.
And they're doing it for themselves.
And we got to look out for each other and each other's big, chunky, adorable cats.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that it's not going to mess up the coterie, like I don't feel I really I was honest enough to tell him, that I don't feel guilty about what I said because it is the truth I feel in my heart, you know? Um, but
I mean,
I
have
do
you
feel bad.
seen the way Richard and FX are like passive aggressive toward each other?
Yeah, I've been watching them for this past like week, 10 days. I don't know how long I've been here with you guys, but about and they're always kind of jabbing at each other and like having this like very fake friendship. And I don't know if they're both delusional or like if they're just like I don't know what they're doing, and it sometimes makes me a bit uncomfortable if I need to be honest. Um, but like I don't know. You've been with them for longer than I have. I've been here just for a few days. Like has it always been like this?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh
Kind of gotten a
God.
little worse as it's gone along.
Oh,
I mean, and FX isn't even Tremere, so what's up with that?
I don't know. I thought that they were of like no, probably not of the same kind, but I still don't know what I maybe I have an idea. I mean, I do believe that Piper is definitely a Malkov, a Malkavian, a child of Malkov. It's pretty obvious, but I don't know what possibly Richard too. I mean, I did notice that the prince called them both in.
He does act a bit crazy at times. There's just different
Which
levels
would
of crazy, I
explain
guess.
some of his behaviors, but that's just speculation.
Like why he's acting like a middle school girl.
Yeah. Like the level of pettiness is really truly astounding. Like that is something I haven't seen even in like the like it's level it's Toreador level, okay? And I used to hang
Right?
out with Toreadors all the time, okay? So I'm like, maybe he's a Toreador, but I haven't seen him like manipulate in that sense either. He doesn't seem
He's
very
not
artistically inclined either.
he's not pretty enough to be a Toreador.
Listen, I wasn't gonna say it, but since you said it, you know,
Thinking that
um,
pieces of shit now.
never said I wasn't.
Girls gossiping.
Never said I wasn't. Hey, like Hi-Fi, Hi-Fi was right. Like we're all pieces of shit. But like I'm just
I
what
don't
were
know
you
what to
saying?
think of Hi-Fi.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know
he
either.
used to be cool, but now he's making me kind of nervous.
I don't
When
know.
he
Like
was
he's
the
very
Piper's, yeah.
mysterious. And
Yeah, when he was
he
the
seems like he
Piper's
knows a
tic-tac-toe
lot.
buddy.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. And what clan
And
is he? Like, I always assumed it was just Malkavian because Piper. But
Piper, yeah. I mean, by how he behaves and like the type of like riddle speech he
yeah,
has, I would be inclined to think that he might be a son of Malkov as well, but I don't know. Malkavians are such an interesting and varied bunch, like it's really
they
hard to
always keep you
pinpoint
guessing.
them. Mm, yeah. And I mean, I've always felt a kinship, since we have our own voices, our own version of voices in our heads. I always felt somewhat linked to them. Um, but whew, they are they are something else. Well, I don't like making anybody feel bad. I'm more of like a a person that likes to care and take care of others, like reason why I've been taken advantage of my entire known life and life, to be honest. Um, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just in my head. I'm just in my head now.
Well, I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I'm just trying to protect you. There seems like there's so few of us left that I have to.
We need to. They are taking us out one by one. And
And
we
it
haven't even
seems
figured out
almost like you've
why.
got a target on you for some reason.
I think that target comes from my sire. I mean, she was very influential back in the day. Connections that
Yeah,
I had with the
influence was
court.
different then than it is now.
And I don't know, like this distortion in our song, and we haven't even figured out anything. We haven't. It feels like it's always like this mystery is always like 3 steps ahead of us.
Yeah, it feels like we're just running in circles.
Well, I guess we should probably turn in for the day. And
Yeah. Have a good day's rest. Go to Elysium. Have a pint. Wait for this all to blow over.
see what level of pettiness we encounter in the morning. I guess in the
It'll be
evening.
fine.
Okay.
Okay. Have a
Well,
good day.
You too.
Sleep well.
You too. I'm gonna check that all the like things are locked.
Yep.
Fucking-
You can also have a willpower point, by the way, Octavia.
Thanks.
You are all able to awaken the next night. Spend a blood point, please. But within Alina's haven, you and Octavia find a wax-sealed letter delivered by name to you both. Inside of it is a handwritten invitation addressed directly to you, but the invitation is extended to the entire coterie to a live musical performance tonight. A phone number is next to the RSVP.
It doesn't say where.
Nope.
I am 1000% sure I locked everything in this house, in this
You
apartment,
have
or whatever.
mail slot. Mail slot.
Oh,
Okay.
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 I was about to fucking like flip
Don't
some
worry.
table.
No.
I was gonna say it could be slipped
Just
under the
a letter.
door.
Just a letter.
Just a letter. Okay.
Like,
Unfortunately, I
Find
don't have a
some.
phone, so maybe we gotta go to the payphone on the corner to call this number.
sure.
There might be a phone in the studio.
Where is the live show?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Alina, do you have wax?
I have a candle.
Have you ever read the Odyssey?
I think we had to read it in school. I don't remember much of it though.
Do you remember when Odysseus was traversing the seas and encountered some sirens and used wax in his ears in order to not be affected by their singing?
Oh yeah.
This invitation, I'm sorry, but like everything is like making me paranoid at this point after everything we
Need
went through.
wax.
And
I'll be right back. I'll go rummage through some stuff, bring back earplugs. This is better than wax.
We used wax. Like
Yeah,
softened
this is better.
wax
It's much
with-
more comfortable. Just stick it in your ear. It's fine.
It's like a
foamy.
butt plug for your ears.
I squish one and let it go out. See, it's foamy.
Oh,
Squish
I
out.
would
And
just
they expand.
put that in your pockets just in case it's a trap. Because to be honest, I am weary of everything and anything that comes through that door. Since it's been like letters after letters of crazy stuff that like gotten us in situations that were not very pleasant.
Richard steps in the doorway.
I'm always wearing these. I'm good.
Oh. Well, thank you. And I'll put them in like whatever, like if you gave me like a dress or something, I'll put
I
it
probably gave
in
you a
the
purse.
pocket. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, in the purse. Yep.
I imagine like half the clothes I give you, you're like, this is clothes? No.
Yeah. Like I don't know where to put this, but if you help me, I'll figure it out. Yeah, we go to the payphone.
Yeah.
I'm at a
Yeah, we'll go to the payphone on the corner.
Yep, and it's luckily for you, it's a free phone number. Fancy in those days.
I mean, we probably had a quarter anyway, right?
Well, that wouldn't do you much good in the UK, would it?
Whatever
Also,
it is in the UK.
Also,
Ugh,
you think a
Vince.
quarter would pay for a phone call in this country? You've
A
got to work
pound?
at least a third of an hour, yeah. Back in those days,
We got a
one whole
pound. We got a
English
pound
pound.
coin. We got an old
100 English
English
pennies.
pound. Yes.
Well, they're not that old because they came in decimation in the 60s. That's not true. We have pounds, but they... Anyway, the number rings.
We
and
make
it
a
is
phone
quickly
call.
picked up. And it is quickly picked up. It's like... Unsurprisingly, party hotline. Probably among all these adverts here, there's many party hotline adverts.
Which party hotline is this? And I imagine we're both like up here next to the phone together.
Yeah. We're exactly. Yep.
This is the exclusive party hotline for those invited to Ms. Titania Steele's offerings. Tonight only.
Is that this RSVP we got?
Yes. If you
Okay,
are able to
so-
give me your location, I will send a car out to you straight away. We'll pick you up, and any guests, and you'll be brought to the location promptly, safely.
Well, how about sending the car to Elysium so we can get the rest of our friends together?
What's the address? You
It's
know, you
Elysium.
know the address. Yeah, you know. I don't know where this Elysium is. This isn't a local call center for local people.
Oh,
I am shaking. I'm vigorously shaking my head. We shall not, we don't give out the address
He's
of
hidden in a
Elysium.
church, so it's the church's address that I'll give.
Yeah, we can have a car sent there straight away for you.
Okay, well, it'll be a few minutes.
We'll try not to keep him waiting. We don't have many
and
cars.
where's this
Could you
taking
send
us?
it in like a half an hour then? Half hour.
Very well. And the location is Ms. Titania Steele's private mansion.
mansion? Well, I imagine there's not many mansions in Abingdon.
It is not in Abingdon. It is outside.
Oh. Where
You
at?
do not need to seek any prince's permission. Do not worry. But we're not able to tell you the exact location.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see you then.
We look forward greatly. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Ciao. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was very weird. After we put down the call, that was
Yeah.
very strange, right? Like that sounded really suspicious. Correct. We should probably
Yeah.
get some weapons. Do you have any
Oh,
blades I
what-
could use?
I might have a letter opener or something.
Oh, no,
I've got
something
gun.
bigger and sharper.
Maybe we should buy something.
I don't have money.
You don't buy everything with money.
I mean, I guess I could bet my eyes and be charming
Yeah,
enough to
exactly.
get some for free. Okay, yeah,
Exactly.
let's go.
Let's go meet up with everyone else though first.
Okay.
Hopefully
Yeah, we'll
You could-
head over to
they'll meet us at
Elysium.
Yep, you'll be able to head to Elysium, but before the other three head to Elysium, is there anything the three of you would like to talk about? Or would you like to go straight to Elysium?
Just the usual meeting FX at the ladder out of the sewer.
That's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Just our nightly ritual of, hey, how are you? Great. Just
Well,
go through.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, exactly.
No worries. You'll all be able to meet back up inside of Elysium. It's a lot busier than normal tonight.
Oh, sorry. Before we continue, how would I have healed throughout the night?
Oh, heal one for sleep.
Just one for sleep. Okay.
Oh wait, that's lethal damage, isn't it?
Yes.
I-
heal lethal in sleep?
So the way it works is unless you are uninjured, so even if you have minor bruising damage, you are compelled to spend blood to heal. Whenever you slumber, you have to do a willpower roll to resist healing because it's a constant
Oh,
There we
effort
go. Thank you.
while you're sleeping.
So would I just like burn the blood points equal to the amount of healing? Right?
One,
think
it's
it's
you
still
can't.
only
You still
one.
can't go
Oh.
over your generational max, so it's still 1 to 1
okay,
for you.
okay, just one for one.
Yeah, one for
Perfect,
the
that
sleep
answers-
scene.
That
Yeah.
answers my question.
But now it's a new scene.
Yes.
So could I do it again?
Yes. It's your vitae to burn.
Perfect. Yes. Lovely.
And you're all able to meet up and find your own table within Elysium. Even the Elysium's local cat has taken a liking to Octavia. What would you all like to talk about?
So we're going to a party.
We are.
I'll show the invitation.
Cool. What's the event? I mean, live music, but that's it.
Yeah,
So
something like
apparently
that.
this big singer that I've never heard of, named Titanius Steel.
That's kind of a mouthful.
Yeah, it sounded a bit suspicious, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It seems like a trap.
It could totally be a trap. Do you guys have any blades
Yeah,
they could possibly use?
I might have. Yeah, I think I have a couple in the van. If I can
Okay.
get that back.
Oh. Hmm.
Ooh. What is that, Shiv? Oh, it's
Toothpick.
like, oh, it's a toothpick.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
toothpick.
the Piper is low-key patting pockets, and I think just comes out with like a little piece of broken glass.
Are we in
typic-
Elysium?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you
my-
wouldn't have your weapons with you, would you?
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I have
Oh, yeah.
a saber.
I typically
quite
just
heavy.
rely on Pete and repeat.
Okay,
you
that's
know?
great. You have something to protect yourself. FX, do you have anything?
Yeah, like what I said, I got Pete and repeat.
Oh.
Hey,
What is that? Is that
Normally,
like
I'm a bit
a-
better. You know, just the old 1-2. You know, Pete,
When
repeat.
when we
Yeah.
leave,
Oh, okay, got it. I got you.
Yeah.
when,
Sorry, I forget your sense of humor is still kind of fuzzy.
when we leave
Yeah.
Elysium, I will give you my saber to defend yourself with.
But you would be without anything though. Or do you have anything else?
I have friends.
And his wits.
All right. Since we are
Ow.
going to a live show,
Well, let's be real. Do you think they'll let us take in? Like, if you show up with a sword, do you think they're going to let you take it in?
that's why I was thinking about something that would be a little bit more concealable,
Like a knife or something?
like a knife.
I'm sure we could go buy just like a
something.
pocket knife.
Is that a scimitar in your pocket or a massive penis?
Yes.
I mean, we could bring it, but I don't think they would be happy to see us like with the big weapon in a live show event.
I don't know why, but I'm also having the suspicion that this Titanius Steel, especially if you've never heard of her, Alina, is she a sister? You know, come back to town.
I don't know. Like, I mean, we know. I've known of toreadors that are, like performers
guess
and
that's a good point.
artists.
Yeah.
They might not have like the gifts that we have, but we share, somewhat of an alluring presence to us, our both our
Give it
clans.
a good try.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Great. Sweet. So let's find a concealable knife for Octavia and then head over. Is it like now? Like,
Well,
we're
we
gonna be here in
told
half an
them
hour.
about in half an hour, yeah.
Okay, great. Sweet, well, I'm ready when you guys are.
We also are
Think-
bringing like these things, and I take out like a little earplug.
Oh, yeah, that actually might be helpful. Do you guys have any extra pairs?
Surely I would have brought some extras along. So
No, I mean these you can just put in and like, forget about it. You don't need to like go around like that, like an EG off.
What if I have to fight while someone's singing?
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be easier to just like take some warm wax and just stick in there?
Oh my god.
Well, that's what I suggested at first, but I guess these are what you guys use nowadays.
they're better.
Yeah.
They're less gross than wax.
Oh, if you say so. As long as they can offer a complete seal, I suppose.
Do you want the earbuds or not?
Yes, thank you, Olina. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry that I'm being
A piece of shit.
a piece of shit to my friend.
It's like the bartender
up
from
with
the
you,
other
man?
side.
I
of the
look
room.
I look at Alina. I look at Alina like without
Okay,
saying
okay.
anything, but we had talked about this, so like she knows. She knows.
Walk up to the bartender. Hey, I hear you're a piece of shit. How's that working out for you now?
Yeah. Is this like a permanent thing?
What's the pay on that like? Good benefits?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, surely we can find a shop open at this hour, right?
Yeah. I mean, if we can
Find
convince
the shop.
the shop.
It's the army supply down the street.
Yeah.
Be Woolworths at this time of year.
Huh?
Department store that went bankrupt many years ago.
Oh.
Now it's very hard to find pick and mix sweets. There's nothing I love better, right, than my sweets being exposed to other children that don't wash their hands after wiping their nose, which we established as a fact in 2020 onwards. And that was the entire premise of pick and mix sweets, was just exposed sweets that you meant to use the scoop and put into a bag, but
Oh yeah, I'd always steal one of those from the grocery store.
Fucking hate kids.
Yeah.
Since it has been made clear we are going somewhere, before we move on from Elysium, the Piper will sort of sidle up and wave at the bartender, point at self.
Yeah, same. Actually, same.
Yeah, we probably all should get around.
Yeah, let's get around before we go. Just in case.
Road drinks for everyone. And he'll do the thing. It's all prim, proper. He doesn't piss you off. He doesn't act like a twat or a piece of shit. Says to Richard, "Oh, here, you're a piece of shit. How's that working out for you?" All around. And you may also take 2 hunger.
Slight bow of thanks.
Oh wait, what? Sorry, what was that?
You may also take 2 hunger.
Yeah. No, okay.
And then heading out onto the streets of Abingdon in search of shops. Shops?
Shops.
Oops!
And you're able to just, you walk aimlessly through the streets. Everything is shut, of course, because, it's like 11 midnight kind of time. There's a car waiting for you, but you're with Alina Carnage. She's a daughter of Cacophony. She's going to be fashionably late. The car driver, of course, understands that and is still going to patiently wait. As you're walking through the streets, presumably looking for shops that are open, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Piper just pointing at random buildings with just.
Yes, that's an apartment.
Are we
Pointing at
That's a
different buildings.
doctor's office. That's a lawyer.
Just every building we pass.
Eventually, you see, just embedded onto the wall, at this very strange angle, a black iron door with a slit at eye level. It seems very out of place on the Victorian building.
Points
Is
at
it
door.
set? Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Maybe we could find out more. I guess I'll just walk up and knock.
And slap opens up. What are you selling? Or buying?
I look back towards
we need a
Octavia.
blade.
Yeah.
The slat just quickly closes. The door opens up. You can just hear coming in, just from the other side. What's your pleasure, sirs?
Do you have any concealable blades?
Any blade's concealable, it just depends where you want to hide it.
Touche.
Which should
Fair enough.
Richard will open up his trench coat with his saber.
Do you expect me to come into your saber measuring contest?
No,
Clearly you're the customer. Your saber is huge. What a whopper of a saber.
That's
I'm sure you're not making up for anything at all there, sir.
This is making me
What
uncomfortable.
a piece of shit. I'm so sorry.
You broke him.
My, you must have to wield that with two hands.
I was just demonstrating.
Oh, and it's curved.
I was demonstrating you can conceal a sword with a trench coat. That's all.
Her
Well,
figure. She can't wear a
what-
trench coat.
What a burst of knowledge. Did you know you can conceal something in another object that is larger than the original object? Who would have thought it? Mystery solved.
That's why I'm an
Are
investigator.
you a mage? Oh, you must solve a lot of crimes. No wonder the crime rate's so fucking high in this town.
Okay, well, do you have any, blades that I could look at that might suit me?
Many. Would you like one with a name, one without a name, one with a curse, one without a curse? The fool's on you. There's all cursed.
They're all cursed.
And if they're not, the Frogurt is. But free Frogurt.
Free Frogurt? For like every
Could
Free
I
Frogurt.
have...
Buy tonight and I'll even throw in a free topping.
Ooh, what toppings do you have?
Ask nicely and I'll put it on the Frogurt.
I'm confused. What is a frogurt?
It's a frozen
Frozen
yogurt.
Yeah.
It'll be all the rage in a few years. Mark my words.
How are we... Oh, we're not supposed to eat that type
That's
of
not
stuff.
my problem. Offer a deal and they throw it in your face. What kind of gratitude is this from people?
Oh,
these
no,
days?
we're just, allergic to dairy.
Allergic to dairy. Okay. I won't stand for intolerancy in my store, and if you're lactose intolerant, out the door.
I apologize for, I don't know. Anyway, can I buy a blade?
Certainly,
Please?
what kind? I have many.
The-
Would you like something special, or
Do you
just
have
something to
something
stab 'em?
special? What is the special?
always? Well,
Oh,
that depends
okay.
on the blade, doesn't it? Some are named, some
Sure.
aren't named.
What is the difference between the named and the unnamed ones?
Well, ones that are named are for cunts that name their weapons.
Okay, that sounds like me.
Okay, we can work with that. Pretentious as fuck. Yes?
Yeah.
So you want something
Yes.
with jewel encrusted, shiny, silvery, more weapon, more elegant than weapon, really.
No, I mean more definitely like weapon, more weapon, but with a little bit of
I was going to say, have you
elegance.
tried letter opener? But okay. Well then, let me go to the basement. And he'll do that thing where, you
The
pretend to...
lockdown thing.
Yeah. Here I
Oh
go!
my God.
And he's quite obviously, like, you can see the arms flapping around just behind the counter, and he's just like, oh, here it is! I'll get it off the shelf! And he's just like, you can see him literally just reach underneath the counter and slide. Coming back now! Place.
I'm very
This is-
entertained. That's funny.
There's just this display case. It's, they're all very elegant and effective weapons. There are, of course, the typical ones with jewel-encrusted handles and all that kind of malarkey. Ones that have got rapier-like handles. But yeah, I'm not sure what would be specific for Octavia's taste, but there will be something that is exactly for Octavia's taste there.
I would like something that is like maybe not super cursed. Like we could go with a light curse if possible. Since you said that all blades are cursed, like I'll take
Everything
the
is
one with-
cursed. Today only. That's not true. It's special. Buy one curse, get a second curse free, whether you like it or not.
Oh,
I'm thinking of doing that as a promotion.
I don't know if that's a good promotion, to be honest, shopkeeper, but I mean,
You'd be surprised what you can learn from a curse or two.
what type of curse? Do you know? Or is
No,
it
that
surprise?
well, it depends. Some of the objects are quite ironic in their purpose. Others are just weird shit.
Okay, so could I have a blade that I can damage with, but that won't damage me back? Is that possible?
No. I could give you a blade that could damage your enemies. That could very much strip everything about them, remove their memories, but it comes at a cost. If it so much as breaks your skin, it will claim your very soul.
No, I think I'll pass then. Like we can go. We can.
There's other
I'll
knives.
just-
There's no rush. What is it with kids these days? We're haggling. We're haggling. This is how business works. Okay, so you're not interested in the challenge. What about the tickler?
Okay, tell me more.
As you can see, it's a fine modelled upon the rapier, but not quite so bulky or pretentious. Though it does have a name. The tickler.
Yeah, the tickler is a name, what's the curse on this one? Every time
I'm glad you asked
damage
that.
somebody, does it tickle me back? Is that why it's called the tickler?
Kind of a strange...
I couldn't hear
Yeah,
that.
he
I'm
cut
sorry.
out.
What?
Yeah, you did.
That would be a weird curse, being tickled.
I mean, hey, like I'm not judging curses, like you never know.
Don't curse shame people.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, this one This one is a weapon that once you put it in your hand, you are unable to sheath it unless it has drawn blood. Anyone's blood.
Oh, it
mean,
doesn't sound
That's
too
not
bad.
that bad, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. That's what the last person thought. You know what happened to him?
What?
Suicide by Bobby.
What is a bobby?
Oh, what century is it? Oh, let's go with something that's neutral. The filth. The thin blue line. The peelers.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He's,
Okay.
yeah, he's talking about cops.
Why didn't you just say that?
Because that American term hasn't quite made it over here yet. Neither is the show.
Oh, so
quite
would
sure
I
which
have
made first,
known
the show
that,
or the
what a
cops?
bobby is?
Oh, yeah, you'd know what a bobby and a peeler
Oh,
is.
okay. Then, like, that's just
Yeah,
me above
yeah,
game.
sorry, yeah.
Like, I would have known. I have no idea. Me, Fenice, I have no fucking idea what a fucking bobby
Really?
is.
That-
But there was a
Yeah.
50-50
Yeah.
shot that the shopkeeper was just talking about somebody named Robert.
It surprises me that you
thought
don't know what a
maybe it was
bobby
a bobby
is. But
pin.
okay. They were
Yeah,
called
I didn't
bobbies
know.
because the person who invented Metropolitan Police was Robert Peeler, which is why they were called bobbies and peelers. I think it was Robert Peeler, so Robert Peel.
Okay.
This is also the time that policemen wore those strange hats, so you can genuinely say to a policeman, "Come in, take the tit off your head."
That is crazy, actually.
The helmets had little nipples. They did.
I swear.
Okay,
drove
I
panda
guess
cars.
I'll grab the I'll take the tickler.
Excellent choice. Now, how will you be paying?
What do you accept?
Again, this is the haggling stage. You're just not very good at this. What is this worth to you? Make me an offer. Make it an interesting offer.
I can offer you
Something unique, something good.
a private 2-hour concert of Rossellini's mess concert performed.
I'm not a fan
by...
of pasta.
Okay, we can go with a different composer.
It's not
Whichever
that nice.
composer
Just sing
you'd
him a
like.
song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can book me for a 2-hour performance of whichever song artist you'd like the most.
Baby Shark.
Quick, somebody name that band that always perform naked.
What?
I have no idea which that is. I have not heard
There's
of
more than one.
nudists, performing.
There was a British all-women band that would always perform it live in the nude. I can't remember their fucking name. Witch something? But yeah, they would always... Anyway. You look like the kind of person that has a wonderfully developed sense of humor. Tell me a joke.
Why?
Well, because it's a transactional process here. Otherwise, you would have to give me something much, much better.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is Z.
Why? What's a Z?
Zed.
I don't get it.
You didn't say it had to be a good joke.
I did say it had to be a joke. Tell me, if a comedian tells a joke and nobody laughs, did he make a funny?
No, we made a joke.
Is it a
can
joke if nobody laughs?
bomb. A joke can bomb, so yeah.
When does a statement become a joke?
When the intent is to be funny. Doesn't mean it actually has to be funny. Just the intent.
Okay, I have
Chris, yeah, go on.
Trying to help you out.
one. Sir, do you know which type of dog is a favorite dog for a vampire?
This looks very painful for you to tell.
Do you know?
A fang poodle.
No, sir, it's a bloodhound.
I quite like that one. As you did look like you were passing a particularly big poo as you told that, I'll let you have the knife.
Thank you. I am not very good at telling jokes, so that really took it out of me.
I could tell it looked very painful for me as well as you.
Well, I'm happy that you could appreciate my suffering.
And I'm happy that you're happy, and I'm happy to have gotten rid of another cursed knife. Oh, what flavour Frogurt would you like? It's free.
Blood.
I got vanilla.
Blood with a hint of vanilla?
I could do strawberry at a pinch. If you want a bit of flavour, I might be able to sneeze on it.
Sure, I'll take vanilla.
Was that with or without the sneeze?
No sneeze.
With
no
sprinkles.
sneeze. What kind of sprinkles? The sprinkles are free.
The curse
Rainbow
ones.
sprinkles. Non-cursed
Oh.
rainbow sprinkles.
Oh, there's no such thing.
Oh. Yeah.
That would be like getting a Coca-Cola without the caffeine or the sugar. Who would do such a thing? What would be the point of that? What a hollow existence that would be if Coca-Cola no longer had sugar in it.
You mean like new Coke?
What, you mean current Coke?
No, there's new Coke. You haven't tried it?
No?
Maybe it hasn't come over here yet.
Oh. We've got the clear stuff. The one that causes cancer? Tab Clear?
I haven't heard of that one.
No, that was a fad for a
Oh,
bit.
look at that.
Coca-Cola
I
flavored drinks
just
that were clear.
missed Coca-Cola. I have no idea what that is. I just
Is there
missed
anything
it. I
else
don't
any
know
of you would like?
Okay, thanks for asking, though.
Very well. And he'll turn his back and you just start pouring out Frogurt. And just as the machine just turns off, you just hear turn around and place the Frogurt on them. Enjoy!
Like any of us are gonna eat it anyway.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I will put.
And should you find
the
yourselves on this plane of reality, please come again.
plane of reality. I whisper as we're walking out.
He's crazy. But hey, we got a hostess gift, and I point at the Frogurt.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we could eat this anyway. I'm going to put this blade in the long flowy skirt inside of it.
The tickler
I'll
is in your skirt.
fasten it. Yeah, I'll fasten it with the belt that is there. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
It's gonna stay there.
Tickler will count as a regular dagger, but if you put in the special, the thing that I told you that it does that I can't remember.
It
Yeah,
can
we-
be
If
sheathed
I
without
unsheath
drawing blood.
it, I
that's
have
right.
to draw blood. If not, I won't be able to put it back.
Right. That'll be terrible. And you'll be able to head back to the Elysium, where the car is awaiting you.
Shiv, could you put it there for me? I don't know how to do it.
See so I can find your sheet in the list.
No, I found it.
Oh. Stepping onto the night streets of Abingdon, awaiting you all on the road, is the large saloon car. Its engine running, but the rear passenger door is already open for you all. Everyone heading in?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Once again, sorely tempted to wander off, but I'll resist.
Is damage strength?
Oh,
Strength plus 2.
Are we worried that this is a trap? Does anyone feel extra endangered?
Not yet, but I am worried it is
Suspicious.
a trap. Yeah.
Okay.
I see Piper start to walk away, and I grab the back of
Well-
their coat.
Drag him into the car.
If anyone needs a decoy, just let me know ahead of time, ideally.
What do you mean a decoy?
Like, you know how the president or prime minister always has body doubles? Something like that.
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah, using mask. Yeah, I got you. Right?
Yeah,
Because I mean that is one thing we do share.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we could look like
Would you
twins.
make me look hotter?
Yeah, like we could look like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, please don't.
Actually, we should totally do that.
That would be really fun one day, yeah. Maybe not today, but another day.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
You
Car
drove her
pulls
away.
over to the side.
Benicia, use obfuscate.
But yeah, no, that is a good idea. If we could use that. Worst comes to worst. But I'm just going in there prepared for anything.
To answer your question, Alina, no, unfortunately, I don't think it works that way. In fact, for me to take on the appearance of someone, it becomes exponentially more difficult the more attractive than me they are.
It's really hard for me.
Same.
Yeah, never mind then.
I should probably start working on that.
I can't. I've tried. There's literally nothing I can do. But I wish you luck in it. You see like a little bit of remorse in his face.
The car drives off the main road and through a set of large iron gates before coming to a halt at a grand mansion. A finely dressed man opens the car door for you all, bowing his head before you all. You leave the car and make your way up the wide marble staircase, passing through the entranceway and into the decadent cascading hallway, dominated by a winding staircase that is needlessly wide. Through a thick red rope, though a thick red rope runs across the base of it. Loud overlapping conversations can be heard coming from each of the many rooms that lead off from the hallway. Your passing assessment reveals many smartly dressed kine passing between a few seemingly obvious kindred. One of the kine approaches you, talking to Alina and Octavia directly. Our guests of honor! You are most welcome to mingle for now. Ms. Steele will begin the contest in short order now that you're here. Please help yourselves to refreshments, though there is a special dish to be served tonight as well. Enjoy.
Contest?
Yes.
They collecting all
this
the
was a
sisters in
concert.
one location.
It's, some sort of combat between musicians that we don't have a name for yet. Don't worry, it's purely musically based combat.
Like a battle of the bands.
Oh, that's good. We should use that.
That just came to me. I mean, take it. I don't care.
That's brilliant. Inspiring. Anyway, enjoy. And he gives a bow and backs away a few steps. He's just going, Battle of the Bands. Music combat. Battle of the Bands.
Musical melee.
Musical melee. Combat mosh. Anyway, what would you all like to do?
FX is just looking at the two sisters being scared to be the first one to speak.
This worries me.
Yeah, I knew that there was something that didn't sound right.
Like, I doubt this is about talent. As if it was, we'd have it easy.
I would like to use a blood point to up my charisma.
Absolutely.
Just a question. You said that there's a bunch of like kind milling around as well as a bunch of kindred. What are the vibes there? Like,
Perception. Awareness.
Oh my god, the Piper should enter.
what?
That would go hard.
All kazoo and slide whistle? Hell yeah.
The kindred are mostly ignoring the kind that just seem to be sort of, look up at this kindred, like, nothing interesting. No, okay. It'd be, I think you'll be able to get the, instantly tell the kind of staff.
Okay. And
That's what you're going to get with one success.
Do the kindred seem to... Are they milling around with a similar energy to us, or do they look like they're here on purpose for reasons that they fully understand?
Oh, they very much look like guests. Relaxed. Sat back. Some of them sat back. Some of them stood around in groups.
Okay. And then the kind are guests. All right. Or staff. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
The other question is, do the staff look at all brain scrambled?
Are they ghouls?
No. Who could tell?
Okay.
Just ask.
But they're not walking around like glass-eyed and things like that. They seem to be very they have a full awareness of their senses.
Okie doke.
Is there any familiar faces in here?
Perception alertness. One half of a large mansion is a large open space filled with empty tables and chairs, set out in front of a simplistic but large stage with a full PA system and band instruments laid out waiting. Only a few kind wander in and out of that area, mostly keeping it tidy. The other half of the ground floor is split into a few different rooms. The majority of kindred are grouped together in various social groups. Various kinds sit quietly on their own at the randomly placed chairs tucked into niches out of the way on the main floor space. You can see several groups of kindred socializing, even a group hanging on the words of a single Nosferatu, but you don't recognize any of these faces.
You guys recognize any of these people?
Does the
Only
you
the
don't recognize apply to all of us?
yeah.
Okay.
The only
Is
people
that-
you recognise are the kindred in your own country and that piece of shit.
I know you told us, but how far away from Abingdon are we? Like with the turns and stuff.
You were in the car for at least 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. So maybe not. Is that the only
Do-
Nosferatu in here aside from me?
Yes.
Do any
Are
of
we-
these kindred look like they're in an 80s rock band?
A couple do, actually, but that could also just be their fashion sense, to be fair.
But they're not like together.
No.
Okay.
No, it's a pretty casual thing. They see each other once, twice a month kind of thing, if that. Don't even do the phone calls.
I mean, they're not talking in a group together, but that
No,
still
no, no.
answers my question.
No, they're sporadically spread out. The cat is adorable.
Jeez.
Might have abandoned.
Would I have recognized if we are like, or we were headed anywhere close to Oxford?
You're definitely not in Oxford. You were in the car way too long, and the direction that you remember the car facing was not in that general, like the
Towards
exact
okay,
opposite
okay,
direction.
okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so probably someplace that I have no idea where what the fuck we are. Cool. That's fine.
Geographically,
are.
you would be in the Winchester to Southampton area.
Oh,
I know exactly where
Winchester.
that is.
That's why I have no
Sure,
fear telling
sure.
you.
So we don't know anyone here, and we don't know who we are.
And somehow
5
we
a.m..
are there.
We've got a half tank of gas, a full pack of cigarettes. It's 3 a.m. and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
They're even the right type of sunglasses. I would like to wander over to the nearest group and just kind of eavesdrop.
Well, no. I think. Actually, yeah, perception and alertness, please. It's not going to be too difficult either. Yeah. The snippets of conversation you can hear without looking like you're deliberately trying to be nosy, you get the impression of excitement for the night, wanting to hear Miss Steele sing, and whatever this mysterious refreshment is that they've been promised before the performance.
I'm also nosing around. I'm pretty good at eavesdropping. And that's pretty much all I hear as well.
Yeah. There's nothing that's like striking you out like they're talking evil plans.
I have never like heard of this person either from before. Like Titanium Steel or whatever her fucking name
Correct.
is. Okay.
Correct.
Can I use my heightened senses and try to eavesdrop?
Perception alertness.
Okay.
What is your Auspex rating?
3, I think. Let me double check. Yes, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm still looking for alertness. Okay. Alertness and perception. Okay.
Most of the conversation is purely inane stuff that doesn't really attract your attention. But you do overhear this conversation, just a small snippet, simply someone saying, "The guests are here. The doors have been locked. Whenever it is ready, we will begin."
Is there some place I can go to kind of like a bathroom or something like that? And then I want to try to use Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Yeah.
Faces.
Okay. I am going to try to make myself look like Octavia.
I thought you couldn't make yourself look that pretty.
I can, but it makes it more difficult.
You'll know the difficulty for this role better than I would.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficulty is gonna be manipulation performance, difficulty 7, and then there's something about degrees of successes. I think something has to do with. I'll have to read it, but let me go ahead and roll.
You would need 5 successes for starters.
Yep. I think I'll use a willpower.
Might work, yeah. 4 success, 1 short.
I was so close. How close did I get? What am I at?
1 more success would have done it.
Do I at least get like part way there? Part way.
You have 1 boob.
Like maybe from a distance.
If you squint a little.
That's just a fail, isn't it? No, it's 4 success. Complete transformation, including gestures. So, you'll be able to look vaguely like Octavia. You will have her mannerisms, a vague appearance, a vague voice like it, and the vague gestures, but it's kind of like Octavia from Wish.com.
Timu Octavia.
Yeah. And just as you step out of the bathroom with your new one-boobed look.
Okay, so here's where the attractive part is. Octavia, how attractive are you? Like the
She's an 11 out of 10.
No, the dots, the appearance.
4, but I was gonna say, since we're like leisurely whatever, I would like to be boosting like attributes continuously.
Physical ones?
Like I did my charisma. Can I
it's
boost
only
my
physical you
ones? Oh, I
it's
can't
only
do the
physical.
socials?
I believe.
It's
Okay,
you can
let me-
blood buff physical attributes.
Okay, I'm gonna blood buff, then the one that I spent before, I'm gonna just put it in stamina then. because I had used one. I'll just put it in there.
So if you're 4 for attractive,
Mhm.
and I'm 1, that means the spell's gonna cost me 3 blood points. With the Mask of 1,000 Faces. It's gonna be an expensive one.
And so, you step out of the bathroom with your new look. And that is when you hear it. Do you all hear it? That is the end of this week's Carnage in D minor. Which gives me more than enough room to expand on this party a little bit. What's the matter, Richard? You got no respect.
What are you talking about?
He's just
thank you
proving
all.
my point. It's not like a big deal. Like I'm clean at this point.
What is Richard doing?
What isn't he doing? That's
What
the-
isn't he
Thank you for
doing?
coming and playing. Thank you for coming and
Doing
watching.
his best.
This week, we will start with someone. Oh, that's offensive as fuck. No. I was going to say someone who put the pro in prolapse, and it's like, oh no, I don't want to pick someone for that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Wow.
Why did you even say it?
That's so funny.
Here,
That's
Well,
crazy.
We'll start with someone who discovered that you could in fact put your feet in socks. Piper, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Wait, you can do what? Hi, I'm Jay Breakathon. I do stuff sometimes. Some of those things include writing, art, and streaming. I drew the character art for the Piper here in this game, as well as the character art for everybody over the Monday Shadowrun game that I am also a part of. Blah, 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 blah. I have written 2 fantasy novels, Wordbreaker and Windswept. Both are available for purchase if you would like to check them out. Third one is on the way. Progress is slow but steady. And aside from that, you can find me over on my own channel right here on Twitch, Day Breakathon, where I play whatever I want whenever I can. Lately, it has been a lot of me tormenting my dear friend Zoptonomicon playing Monster Hunter. It has been a very good time. And now, having said all that, I am just waiting for my dog to come running to say hello.
Someone who put the pro in procrastinate.
Oh no, that one was me!
Octavia. Octavia, who are you? What do
Say.
you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yes, how did you know? Oh my god. Didn't have to call me out that hard, but okay, like I can respect that. Hello, I am Octavia here, but generally Phoenicia Starlight in the universe of the internet. I mainly play here at the moment. I do have a channel here on Twitch that I will be returning to hopefully in the near future. Pray for me. And that my life gets a little bit more stable. I don't know how stable it could be because my mental health is not. So, you know, I'd be. But yeah, if you want to give me a follow and wait for me to regain some sanity and brain cells, that would be highly appreciated. Otherwise, you'll find me here, playing with these amazing people, every Thursday. And yeah. That's all.
Shit, I had one and I've forgotten it. Bollocking bollocks. Olena, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I don't even get a special one. I am.
No, I was
Ms.
trying to think of
Hart.
it. I'm sorry.
This is what I made. It's a blanket for my cat.
Nice.
You can find me just about anywhere as Ms. Hearts. I am also a belly dancer, drag king, and burlesque performer in the Austin area. So if you are in Austin, please come out to shows. We need people. I will be performing at the Vortex. It's going to be May Battle of the Boy Bands show on Sunday at 9 p.m. So if you're in Austin, come check that out. Also, if you need any graphic design or promotional products, I own Gipo Promo, so hit me up.
Someone who put the crotch in crochet.
There you go.
Oh fuck, now I've got to think of another one for DW. Someone who put the fun in funeral! FX, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hey, I'm Dead Western, or DW as most people call me. Don't really do a lot online, just, you know, working a day job and playing here on Thursday, but I am on the Discord, and if you want to chat, you can find me there.
Someone who put the hard in Richard. Richard, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Nascavian, also known as Richard. I play on Table of Horrors every Monday as Jason, and every Thursday as Richard. I have friends who have authored books, such as our very own Dave Breakathon, who's written Word Breaker and Windswept. Check out their books. And I have another friend who wrote a book called Obelisk the Long Dream. Check out his book.
Excellent. Check out the links down below to the side for links to Blue Sky, audio-only versions, YouTube versions of absolutely everything we've done so far. There's merch. I keep forgetting there's merch. It's quite good merch, actually. There is merch. We haven't done the calendar yet, but when we do, it's just going to be Noscavian. Just nude Noscavian. Every
Hell
month.
yeah.
Just
I'll
all
buy it.
beard.
All beard. All beard. No soup. We will go a raiding on Lost Rat, who was playing Vampire the Masquerade. But of course, legally, morally, objectively, we can't go until Olina says the line.
Have a good night.